August 8th, midnight. Giovanni, Team Go Rocket leaders, they're gonna switch their lineups right here. So this is looking at your first sneak peek of Cresselia. How are we gonna beat it with this crazy fighting team? Well, I'm gonna tell you. I guess Obstagoon not fully fighting, but that's gonna be sort of our main hitter just for the Cresselia part. But before this, if you guys don't have a Poliwrath, man, Poliwrath, this Pokemon could be one of your best friends against Team Go Rocket because it's been in the game since the beginning. It's had a community day. A lot of the times it can be a little bit more on the budget conscious team. While yes, this is, like our first look preview and stuff like that, I am trying to be more thinking of the budget conscious people too. So the videos on this channel, by the way, are always going to be below 1500 CP pretty much, at least for the first few, if not all of them on these Team Go Rocket fights. So what that means is just that you gotta know Team Go Rocket CP amount is gonna scale up or down. This account is a level 41 right here, and I show varying levels of accounts too, because let's say that you're like 48, let's say that you're below 40, something like that, the CP is gonna match with whatever your trainer level is. I guess what I'm trying to say is that, like, let's say that you're below level 40, well, you're gonna be fighting a Persian that's less than this, right? So what that means is if I'm staying below the 1500 CP Great League level caps, you could actually have a Poliwrath, for example, in this case, at 2000 CP. You could fully power it up, and presumably you would do much better, right? Because you're gonna have a lot more fighting power. You're gonna be doing a lot more damage per hit than I am, but let's say that you're not. Let's say you're around this level. Obviously, take note of what I'm doing. We've taken down the Persian right here. The cool thing about Poliwrath, you gotta have it with this power-up punch. That would just be kind of at minimum. If you can teach it a second attack, that is great. Because when you've got Poliwrath with power-up punch, and then you usually would probably want Ice Punch after that, I mean, some people could justify other moves, but especially if you're making like a Team Go Rocket specific one, man, this is gonna give you some good coverage, because look at this. This Honchkrow is already almost out. We actually deliberately did not KO it right there. If you saw, I didn't charge that Ice Punch all the way to excellent. If we would have, that Honchkrow would have easily been knocked out. No, we want this Obstagoon to come in right here and use its Lick Attack like crazy, which is not going to be very effective against Honchkrow. It is going to be super effective against Cresselia, but that's not the point. I mean, it is. We want to do super effective damage, but what I'm saying is that we wanted to gather a lot of energy. We wanted to get a lot of hits before this Cresselia came in. You can see that we can overcharge our charge attack. So if you're new to Team Go Rocket fights and didn't know that, you want to always kind of generate energy. When you do these charge moves, look, Cresselia is not attacking us right here. When either side does a charge attack, or whenever you switch out Pokemon, that's why we actually switched out at the very beginning of the video. You'll probably remember that, hopefully. If you're not doing that, do that in all of your Team Go Rocket fights, because again, the Team Go Rocket Pokemon are going to stand still for 2-3 seconds. This is all valuable time that you want to be getting in hits. Even if you have enough energy for your charge attack, don't use it quite yet. Wait for the moment that the Team Go Rocket Pokemon is about to attack you. So one thing we knew about Cresselia here, after you can see in this fight, is that because it's using Psycho Cut, it is going to attack us a little bit faster. It's probably going to get to that charge attack a little bit quicker than if it was using Confusion. This is like fighting kind of a beefy Mewtwo in some respects, at least the same fast attacks. So I'm going to make other videos showing off other Pokemon so you don't have to worry, but that does leave us at least with Cresselia just using Psychic against us for its fast attack, so that's nice. All you have to think about is resisting Psychic. Some Pokemon that you're going to fight against, like Persian and Team Go Rocket fights, they will have different options for fast attacks. They would have different typings, right, where you would have to adjust based on whatever the fast attack's typing is. You don't have to do that this time with Cresselia.
You disapprove.
Bridgerton people? But yes, we knew that our Obstagoon probably would get hit by another charge attack, and that's okay. We're going to send in Lucario. It actually has enough energy generated from when I had it first in. You saw that I got a few hits on the Persian and then switched to that Poliwrath at the very beginning. That's actually going to KO it right here. I did not know I was going to KO it. I thought I was going to have to switch out to Poliwrath to get that kind of final hit, which would have been fine too. I mean, we had loads of life left over. We probably could have tanked the hit with Lucario because at least the steel part's going to kind of neutralize the Psychic. Okay, whatever. But yeah, I'll try to have some text on screen that also guides some of these principles that I talk about. It's very hard sometimes to get all this information out for new viewers, maybe those who haven't done Team Go Rocket before, but also existing people who come to this channel just having 2, 3, 4 minutes. Not a whole lot of time, but please click an end screen on screen and see another video. And thanks for viewing.